Hey moms and dads, this video is if you have been completely frustrated when you talk to your child's pediatrician or maybe their traditional doctor about what's going on and you feel like you're being dismissed. Maybe they push it off the genetics, you bring up your child's illness or concern and the doc says, there's nothing we really know about that. Or maybe worse yet, you've looked into natural holistic, you spent your time researching and Googling and finding, I think this actually could be a solution for my kiddo's issue. And when you bring that up, they kind of chuckle and push it off. You feel ignored, you feel unheard. Well, if that's the case, I'm sorry that's been happening. And I wanted to make this video to show what we do in our office instead. At Whole Family Chiropractic, we do what I think should be the industry standard, but unfortunately isn't, is that we actually listen to you. So when you bring your child into us, what we actually start with is a phone call. We use the old school telephone, even have one with a cord. And we used to have you come in with your child into the office so we could sit down and talk about what's going on, but we found that it could get distracting. Maybe your kiddo didn't want to sit still that day, or they were a little cranky or tired or needed all your attention. I found we couldn't go as deep as we wanted to. So that's why we start step one with a phone call, where now we actually have the space. You can do that when your kid's napping, when they're at school, when your spouse can watch them, and we actually have the time to go deep into not only your child's concerns, but on the phone call, we actually look back. Whether your kiddo is an infant, a toddler, or all the way into their teenage years, we always look back. How was fertility? How was pregnancy? How was labor and delivery? What were they like as an infant and a toddler and a preschooler? And what we find a lot of times is when we look back far enough, we can find a series of different stresses that may have built up, causing your child's nervous system to get stuck in stress mode. That is leading and contributing to their current challenges. Once we get that information, it gives us a really good heads up of a direction we might be going with our care and whether or not we can help. So then I'll explain, we'll talk about what we are looking for in your child's nervous system. So then you're ready to go when you do bring them into the office. When they are in the office, now we're going to be able to look and assess, not just guess based on, what we talked about, but actually measure what is going on with their nervous system. So we have 3 scans we do. 1, 2, 3. Very safe, very gentle. Nothing goes in your child's body. Nothing comes out. We do it on infants. We do it on pregnant women. Incredibly safe. But ultimately, these scans are going to measure different parts of your child's nervous system. So we're going to be able to see how well their brain's communicating with their body and their body's communicating with their brain. What we find is if there's patterns of stress stuck in your child's nervous system, it can affect digestion, immune system, sleep. It can cause their brain to feel stressed. Maybe it's anxiety, ADHD, sensory processing issues, nervousness. What we're looking for ultimately is what is going on in their brain, what's going on in their body, and is their nervous system under stress the reason these challenges are showing up. Once we get that, now we put it all together and then we go over everything with you. So when we have you back in the office with your child, now we can say, hey, guess what? Here's what we found. We did find this level of stress. Here's the areas it's impacting, and here's what we recommend. With all that information, now you can make the best decision to see if, yes, this resonates, and if so, you get to decide to move forward to allow us the honor of helping your kiddo. So if that does resonate with you, if you're curious what we might uncover with a phone consult for your child, if you're curious what your child's scans might show, please reach out and we're happy to connect with you and see how we can help.